Hi, and welcome to this month's Stitch Fix for October 2019. It's been a little bit since I've seen you all. I have had a busy set of months. August and September are always going to be a little crazy for me. We travel and then we go to back to school, and then I'm in school and there's craziness. But because this year my teacher, we're required to turn our lesson plans the week before we teach them, I actually am finding I have more time than I expected to. So this may bode well for my videos, because I now have time during the week to actually film. Now I am filming this on a Sunday, but I think from here on out, I'm actually going to be able to do some right after school. So pretty exciting. I like the feeling of kind of being on top of everything. It's very unusual for me to have this. Normally I'm a little bit of a hot mess. So this time I'm digging the ability to just get my act together and get it started. So without further discussion, let me get into the 5 pieces that I received this month from Stitch Fix. So I am wearing one of them. This is my favorite. This is such a beautiful dress. It when I show it to you and I review it, you'll see why. It's just, for me, it's one of the best pieces I've received from them, and I'm just excited that this came in this fix. So I had Christine this month. I think I had her last month and the month before. She seems to know me pretty well. She seems to be looking at my Instagram, which I think makes a big difference, because my Instagram, which I will link to down below, is shows off my style, which tends to be more colorful, more bohemian, a little bit of preppy thrown in there every once in a while. So it's just nice that she's noticing, you know, who I am and what I enjoy, and it actually was a perfect fix for me for this month. A little bit boho, a little colorful, just all around who I am. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but she said, I know you love vibrant colors and bold, unique prints, so I started with this beautiful 41 Hawthorne dress, which is the one I'm wearing, which would pair nicely with the violet and red sandal from your last fix. That was a pair of green sandals that I did not show off on YouTube because I just didn't have time to film it. But I will go ahead and link to an Instagram that shows those sandals off. And it said she was able to find a Liverpool skinny pant, which would also look great with either the cute and comfortable AVLN studio knit top or even in the Mason and Belle blouse. She says she appreciates that I need a flattering silhouette, which with both of them, it's that they skim away from my hips, and a longer length. And with the longer length, it just hides that area that I'm a little less comfortable with. I don't mind short. If I'm going to wear a shorter top, it has to be paired with something that's going to make me feel less conspicuous. So if I'm going to wear a shorter top, I'm going to definitely need like a skirt with it, or, you know, maybe a little looser pant. I tend to get more of these skinny pants from these fixes, which is fine. Don't mind it at all. And she said, since she knows that I love floral prints, yes, I do. I love, love, love floral prints. Everybody who knows me knows this. The VIDA scarf would be such a great option for moving into the fall season. So all of these are really nice for the fall. Even this one I could wear with a cardigan and a pair of tights, and everything in here can be transitioned into fall. We just actually started getting cooler here in Virginia. It was like 92 it was 98, excuse me, on Tuesday last week, and it's supposed to be 80 tomorrow. So we do a weird fall where most of the time it's hot and just a little cool sometimes. All right, so she did a great job. I'm actually really impressed with what she chose. So I'm going to go into the individual pieces, and like last time, I'm going to go ahead and as I describe each piece, then I'll transition into the video that shows off the review closer up with me wearing it. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the Carynn Tie Detail knot top in navy. It's a size medium by Mason and Belle. This one is $38, so not super expensive. It is a very thin, lightweight blouse. It would be perfect for summer, but I can definitely wear it in the fall. Like I mentioned in the review video, I get overheated during this. I get overheated almost all year. Even though I love summer, I get overheated, so it's weird for me to like summer. But this is just a nice little top for anybody who gets overheated. This sort of voile is just a really perfect fit. Has these little ruffled sleeves. And like I mentioned in the video, they have a mixed print. So it's got a bigger floral, a smaller floral. And then here on the back, in the yoke part, it is kind of like a medallion print. And the tie in the front, I don't like to tie it all the way up, but it has these cute little toggles, which are super adorable. I'm gonna make like a sound. This whole fix feels very Anthropology. So if you like Anthropology, a fix like this will be your speed. This, by the way, is made of rayon. So it's a lightweight rayon voile. Okay. And the review of me wearing it is here. Hey, so this is the pants from this Stitch Fix and this top, that's a woven top from Stitch Fix. I'll go ahead and describe the shirt first. It is a flowy woven, like a very light cotton voile. It has a little bit of texture to it. It's pieced in pieces because it's hard to tell from here, but when you actually see it, when I review it, you'll see that this is actually two separate prints. And so they had to piece together the fabric. It has a very boho vibe, and I do love it a lot. And it is definitely my style. I would not normally gravitate towards navy or something this subdued, but I like it. It's something I definitely don't have in my closet at all. So I'm okay with it. It has dangly bits, and although I'm not going to tie it up tight, it doesn't look right. I could see someone maybe that has a different frame than me actually pulling the strings all the way up and then bringing together the collar. And it's perfect fit. It's a size medium. I love the little sleeves here, the little ruffle. I think it's a cute little touch. It's good for my frame because I like to even out my upper half with my lower half. And it's a little bit longer in the back here. Very flowy. Yeah, so it fits me perfectly. All right, next up, we're going to go ahead and review the Liverpool Cameryn skinny pant, navy, size 10. These are 88, so pretty expensive. But I have a record of not finding navy pants that work for me. I don't know what it is. I just can never find a pair of navy pants that fit me well. They're either too loose, too tight. They're an odd shape throughout. But these are really nice. They're just a really great color. There's this woven stretch fabric. Like I mentioned in the video, it has like this pregnancy waistband, which is just kind of odd, but you know what? It works. I do think it's funny that they add these pockets. I really don't know why you bother adding them. Because if you're going to have a waistband that's not actually a waistband, no one's going to actually tuck anything into it, so you wouldn't be able to see the pockets anyhow. So it seems stupid to add pockets that are fake to a pair of pants that have a waistband like this. But anyway, I can see why they're a little bit more expensive. They're the most expensive thing in here. And if they were not a staple, I would absolutely be returning these. So it's a good thing it didn't come in a print or something else, because these are exactly what I need, and I will wear them to death for sure because they fit perfectly. Okay, so the review of the Liverpool pant is here. Hey, now I'm going to go ahead and talk about the woven pants that I'm wearing. They are woven, but they look like a legging. So it's like kind of stretch cotton that you get that if you gain too much weight or you lose too much weight, all of a sudden it doesn't fit very well. But these actually fit me perfectly right now. They're a size 10 or a size 30, and they are the perfect length on me. I'm 5'9", and so if you're a little shorter than that or much shorter than that, these may be too long for you if you get them in a fix. They actually have fake pockets on both the front and on the back, so don't see any purpose of actually creating a fake pocket, especially if it's something that you're going to wear a loose flowy top over, but more power. And the waistband is a thick elastic waistband that is meant to be worn during pregnancy, but I'm going to go ahead and not worry about that. It fits great, it feels great, it's comfortable for teaching. It's a good staple pant, this dark navy pant for winter time. I can see myself wearing it multiple different ways. Obviously in the fall with a little bit more of a flowy little top that if it gets hot during the day, you won't get too hot. But during the winter, I could definitely see myself wearing it with a cute little thick sweater or maybe a longer tunic. So here it is from the front and from the side and then from the back. So all around, big thumbs up for both pieces that I'm wearing, and especially these pants. right, next up we have the review of the AVLN Studio. I guess it's AVLN. I don't know. Maybe you're not supposed to be able to pronounce it. Whatever. AVLN Studio. This is the Farren Scoop Neck Knit Top in light gray. It's a size medium. It is $34. This is not the least expensive thing in here, but for a cute little knit top, this is actually pretty decently priced. And this one definitely has that anthro vibe throughout. It's the border print of the florals being concentrated towards the top and the side. It has a very pretty little medallion print as well. It feels like this is very cohesive. Like if you were to have like a collection, like they always say on Project Running, is it a cohesive collection? Well, I would say that everything in here would fit together pretty well. Just exactly the right shape and style for me. So I'm a big fan of this one. And the review of the AVLN Studio T is here. All right, so next up I have the shirt that I received, the second shirt I received in the fix. And this time it's a beautiful like border print, very loose knit top, especially here at the hem. It's actually a really nice, this is my preference in a knit tee. If it's going to be this long, I prefer for it to be a little bit fitted through here and then looser as it gets to the hemline. So this is just exactly the right type of knit top for me because of my shoulders being smaller than my hips. I love the fact that it's concentrated up here, this beautiful print, and then it kind of disappears as it goes to the bottom. It's not like the world's nicest feeling knit fabric, but it's thin, and so I can see it being one of those that'll be nice for when I personally get overheated more than I get cold. So I like the idea of having a thinner cotton most of the year as opposed to a thicker cotton. As far as what it's made out of, it looks like it's a poly. So that's probably why it doesn't feel as nice, because it's not like a cotton knit or a rayon blend knit, which tend to be a little bit softer. So you can't really tell, but the gray is imprinted. It has a print throughout, but the print from the video you're seeing is probably more of this beautiful floral. So here it is from the front and from the side, and it has a longer in the back than it does in the front, which is fine with me because I don't need to show off all of my assets all of the time. And that's especially important when you get to the back, where you see that it definitely does a little bit of a good job of hiding some of my I don't know how to put it, like just more of my assets. It's just, they're concentrated back there. So it's nice to have something to hide it, especially when you're on the board and you're writing stuff in front of a bunch of teenagers. So, all right. All right, next up is the review of the VIDA Shanna Falling Flowers Oblong Scarf. Now, I'm not sure why they call it an oblong scarf. It felt very rectangular to me when I held it up in my more in-depth review, but whatever, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. It does come with a tag actually that shows the print full and throughout, but you'll also see me holding up the scarf in the review. This one is 28. This is a poly, but it feels very light. I thought it was rayon, to be completely honest with you. So when I found out it was not rayon, I was a little surprised. But here is the print close up, and it feels very like chrysanthemums, I guess, is what they look like. Yeah, I think these are like chrysanthemums. I'm hopefully pronouncing that correctly. Love it. It's super pretty. I think I love the colors, work very nicely with my coloring. This is more my coloring anyway, and like I mentioned in the review, if this was made into a dress, I would wear that all the time. All right, so the review of the scarf is right here. Okay, so next up I have the scarf that came as part of the fix, and normally I'm not a big scarf person. I don't know, I always feel like even though I think I do it well, I'm not sure it looks that great on me. I kind of like the way I did this one. Obviously I would not wear it with this shirt that has a print on it. I would probably wear this with like a pretty sweater or underneath a beautiful jacket or something to show off this gorgeous design of this fabric. This is a beautiful scarf, so I will figure some way to make this work on me. It is actually made by the company VIDA, so it's exclusively for VIDA times Stitch Fix. So I guess this is exclusive to Stitch Fix. The print on this is stunning. It is exactly my style. So I'll go ahead and take it off so you can see it full length, because it is really, seriously, I wish this was a dress. I would wear this dress every single day. It's so pretty. Well, not every single day, but often. Anyhow, so it's really long. It's a rectangular scarf. And then here it is. Look at this. It's huge. It's like, see, okay, at this point it's like 3 inches taller than me, so it must be 72 inches long. Just a beautiful design. I guess if you wanted to, if you were thin enough, you could wear it as a sarong in summertime with like a bathing suit. That would actually be kind of cute. Anyhow, it is, I think it feels like it's a rayon. Let me see. But it could be a poly as well. It says poly. It is actually a poly. This is a nicer poly than this shirt is. This is much softer. So big, huge fan of this. Really pretty. It says falling flowers, and the designer must be Rosy Brown. So this is what the little thing is telling me. Very pretty. Anyway, so if you like this, I would recommend this because it is even more stunning in real life than it probably is appearing on this video. And finally, last but not least, like I mentioned in the in-depth review, this is the 41 Hawthorne Isabelle dress. Oh my goodness. This is a teal green. This is probably my favorite color to wear myself. I think this one flatters me the most out of all colors. It's kind of like the peacocky green, like when you see peacocks. And it is a size medium. It is a floral print, but it's more of like an abstract floral print as opposed to something more definitely like a regular floral. It is $68, but based on how much I love this dress and how much I want to wear this dress and how much I'm going to keep myself in shape so I can keep this dress and wear it all the time, it is worth it. Definitely. It is gorgeous. This neckline is stunning. It's this kind of a yoke. I guess it's a yoke neckline, and probably it may not be. I'll look it up and see if I'm wrong. But this is just so pretty, and it's tucked into the collar itself is kind of tucked, and then it has this little tab, and then the tab goes down into a keyhole, and then it just, I don't know. I just love it. It's very much who I am, but I have nothing like it. So Christine did very well choosing this one for me. Very comfortable. It's just stretchy enough that when I sit, it like conforms to my lower half. I think it's a great one for photographs if I want to be photographed because it like shows off my neck without being too revealing or anything. Anyhow, if you like this one, I would definitely ask for it in a fix. It's again, the 41 Hawthorne Isabelle dress, and it's the teal green color. So this is a size medium, and the review of this one is here. Okay, finally, last but certainly not least, this is my most favorite of the entire fix, is this cute little dress that probably is not appropriate for school because when I sit down it goes up to mid-thigh, but oh, I love this dress so much. And it is, I don't know, the color is stunning, the print is beautiful, this neckline is unusual. I am thrilled with this one. So she did well in picking this out for me. It's actually the one I'm wearing in the video, reviewing the items one by one at the beginning rather than on my body. So I'm wearing it. I love it that much. So it has this, it's a crepey mixed, it must be, I should have looked it up before I started talking about it, but it's more than likely it's a poly or a rayon crepe. Maybe even like a cotton poly rayon mixed blend, I don't know. But it is a little bit stretchy, but not too stretchy. So if I gain weight, it will definitely be too tight for me to wear. So that is my incentive to keep my weight down. It has a basic elastic band, but unlike some elastic bands, this doesn't look as bad as I think I've seen them in other dresses where it looks a little, it just looks wrong. I think it looks cute the way it because it actually is like shearing here and here. So I think it adds a little bit of something special in the dress. I could actually, if I wanted to, put a belt, but I'm not sure I'm going to. It is a size medium, and I think my favorite part is probably right here at the collar. I think it's very pretty. It shows off my shoulders, which I'm very proud of, and it does a good job of just flattering, I think, the face in general. And then the fit through here, it's just loose enough to fit over my hips perfectly. So here it is from the front and from the side and from the back. So big fan, big 2 thumbs up for this. Definitely gonna wear this a lot. Looking forward to wearing it out, maybe with my friends with tights in the winter, but during the summer, obviously it works with sandals. Okay, so overall, not too terribly expensive compared to some that I've received. Not the least expensive one that I've ever received. But if you add everything together and then you minus the 25%, buying them all, which I'm going to do because I love all of them on me, it goes down by $64 for a total of $192. Now, this is going to surprise some of you who know me really well. I have bought no clothing outside of a handful of Stitch Fix things in the past like 3 months. It's been, I don't know, I just haven't been in the mood for it. And I've been trying to, I guess, save money because I'm trying to go to Europe again this summer so I can take a hike. I don't know where I'm going to go on a hike. Last summer I went to Hadrian as well. But the more money I save, the more money I can enjoy when I do that hike this summer. So we're going to go to Australia as well. So I've got to make sure I have enough money for my traveling this next summer, 2020. So I'm trying to save the money, but this is a fun fix. I haven't bought much recently, so I'm going to go ahead and splurge and get the whole thing. Christine, great job. Thank you so much. And anytime you want to give me more of these beautiful florals or this teal green color, I will 100% be okay with that. So thank you, Christine, and thank you all for watching my Stitch Fix for October of 2019. And if you think about it, go ahead and subscribe down below. I like to subscribe back to people when they subscribe to me. So as long as you have some content, I will definitely check your stuff out as well. All right, until next month, I will see you later.